Welcome to Expanding Brackets Level 6, one step in a level by level practice course. Pause the video now, try the problems on the screen, and I'll go through them with you shortly. At the end of the video, you can use the end screen to either practice more at this level or move on to a different topic, and you can find topic by topic playlists on the channel homepage. In problem 1, we're expanding and simplifying the expression below. Now here we have brackets inside other brackets. So when expanding, the easiest way to do this is to start from the middle and work your way outwards. So I'm going to start from the middle bracket. And so we have x minus 1 on the outside. From that middle bracket, we have 2x plus, and we can now expand this bracket that's in the center. So 4 times 3 gives us 12, and 4 multiplied by minus x gives us minus 4x. And the bracket at the end just stays the same, so x plus 4. Now looking at that middle bracket, we can simplify, and we can do this by collecting together the like terms. So we have a 2x and a minus 4x that we can collect together. So we have x minus 1 multiplied by, and 2x minus 4x is minus 2x. We still have a plus 12 in that bracket, and the final bracket of x plus 4 at the end. Now that we have the product of 3 brackets, we can expand by first expanding the first 2, and then multiplying it by the third later. So starting with x multiplied by minus 2x, this gives us minus 2x squared. X multiplied by 12 gives us plus 12x. Minus 1 multiplied by minus 2x gives us a positive, because 2 negatives multiply to make a positive, and 1 times 2x is 2x. And finally minus 1 multiplied by 12 gives us minus 12. Now this expression needs to remain in a bracket because it still needs to be multiplied by x plus 4. Before multiplying, we can first simplify that first bracket. So this becomes minus 2x squared. We can collect together the plus 12x and the plus 2x to give us a plus 14x. We have a minus 12 at the end, and that's being multiplied by x plus 4. And we can now expand these two brackets. So we can start with minus 2x squared multiplied by x, and this gives us minus 2x cubed. Next, minus 2x squared multiplied by 4 gives us minus 8x squared. Moving on to the 14x, we have 14x multiplied by x, which is plus 14x squared, and 14x multiplied by 4, which is plus 56x. Finally, we have minus 12 multiplied by x, which is minus 12x, and minus 12 multiplied by 4, which is minus 48. To finish off and completely simplify, we can collect together the like terms. So we have minus 2x cubed, the minus 8x squared and the plus 14x squared can be collected together, and this is the same as 14x squared minus 8x squared, which gives us plus 6x squared. We can also collect together the 56x and the minus 12x, and this gives us plus 44x, and we have a minus 48 at the end. So our final answer to problem 1 is minus 2x cubed plus 6x squared plus 44x minus 48. In problem 2, we're expanding the product of 4 brackets. And there are different ways of doing this. The way that I'm going to do this is I'm first going to multiply together the first 2 brackets and also multiply together the last 2 brackets. I'm going to simplify each and then multiply those 2 together to finish off. So starting with the first 2 brackets, we have x times x, which gives us x squared. And we have x multiplied by minus 5, which is minus 5x. We also have 2 times x, which is plus 2x, and 2 times minus 5, which is minus 10. Now we need to keep this in a bracket because it's going to be multiplied by the product of the other 2 brackets. So moving on to the other 2 brackets, we have 2x multiplied by x, which is 2x squared, 2x multiplied by minus 3, which is minus 6x, 1 times x, which is plus x or plus 1x, and 1 times minus 3, which is minus 3. Now in each of these 2 brackets we can simplify. So in the first bracket we have x squared, the minus 5x and the plus 2x becomes a minus 3x, and we have minus 10. In the second bracket we have 2x squared, the minus 6x and the plus x become a minus 5x, and we have a minus 3. And now that those 2 brackets are simplified, we can now multiply the 2 brackets together. So we can start with x squared multiplied by 2x squared, which gives us 2x to the power of 4. X squared multiplied by minus 5x, which is minus 5x cubed, and x squared multiplied by minus 3, which is minus 3x squared. Next, we can multiply minus 3x by 2x squared. Well, minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, and x times x squared is x cubed, so we get minus 6x cubed. We have minus 3x multiplied by minus 5x, so minus 3 times minus 5 is positive 15, and x times x is x squared, so we have plus 15x squared. And finally, minus 3x multiplied by minus 3 gives us a positive 9x. Lastly, looking at the minus 10, we can multiply minus 10 by 2x squared to give us minus 20x squared. Minus 10 multiplied by minus 5x is positive 50x, and minus 10 multiplied by minus 3 gives us plus 30. To finish off this problem, we now need to simplify by collecting the like terms together. So we have 2x to the power of 4 on its own. We then have a minus 5x cubed and a minus 6x cubed, which give us a minus 11x cubed. We have a minus 3x squared plus 15x squared, which is 12x squared, minus 20x squared gives us minus 8x squared. We also have a plus 9x and a plus 50x, which gives us plus 59x, and finally at the end we have a plus 30. So our final answer to problem 2 is 2x to the power of 4 minus 11x cubed minus 8x squared plus 59x plus 30. In problem 3, we're expanding this expression, and we have the product of 4 things here. And there are different ways that we could expand this. The way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to leave the minus 2 till the very end on the outside, and I'm going to start by expanding the first 2 brackets. So we have x cubed multiplied by x squared, and we're going to have to use our laws of indices here and add those powers together. So we get x to the power of 5, x cubed multiplied by minus x, so that's minus x to the power of 4, 3x multiplied by x squared, so that's plus 3x cubed, and 3x multiplied by minus x is minus 3x squared, and that's still being multiplied by the final bracket, x minus 4x squared. Since there's nothing to simplify from that first bracket, we can continue with expanding. So we have minus 2 multiplied by, and we're going to multiply x to the power of 5 by x to give us x to the power of 6, and x to the power of 5 by minus 4x squared to give us minus 4x to the power of 7. Next, we have minus x to the power of 4 times x, which is going to be minus x to the power of 5, and minus x to the power of 4 times minus 4x squared is positive 4x to the power of 6. Next, we have 3x cubed multiplied by x, which gives us a plus 3x to the power of 4, and 3x cubed multiplied by minus 4x squared is minus 12x to the power of 5. Finally, we have minus 3x squared times x, which is minus 3x cubed, and minus 3x squared times minus 4x squared is plus 12x to the power of 4. Before we expand by multiplying everything by minus 2, we want to collect together the like terms. So starting with x to the power of 6, we have x to the power of 6 plus 4x to the power of 6, which is 5x to the power of 6. The minus 4x to the power of 7 is on its own, so we have minus 4x to the power of 7. We then have a minus x to the power of 5 and a minus 12x to the power of 5, so that's minus 13x to the power of 5. Moving on to the x to the power of 4s, we have a 3x to the power of 4 plus a 12x to the power of 4, so that's plus 15x to the power of 4, and finally the minus 3x cubed is on its own. To finish off this problem, we now just need to expand this bracket by multiplying everything in the bracket by minus 2. So minus 2 times 5x to the 6 is minus 10x to the power of 6. Minus 2 times minus 4x to the power of 7 is plus 8x to the power of 7. Minus 2 multiplied by minus 13x to the power of 5 is plus 26x to the power of 5. Minus 2 multiplied by 15x to the 4 is minus 30x to the 4. And finally, minus 2 multiplied by minus 3x cubed is plus 6x cubed. So our final answer to problem 3 is minus 10x to the power of 6 plus 8x to the power of 7 plus 26x to the power of 5 minus 30x to the power of 4 plus 6x to the power of 3. In problem 4, we're expanding 3x minus 2 multiplied by x squared plus 4x minus x minus 1 cubed. To start, the minus in front of the x minus 1 cubed bracket is a minus 1, and it's useful to put that in there so that we can see that we are multiplying that bracket by minus 1. So we can start by expanding the two brackets at the start. So 3x multiplied by x squared gives us 3x cubed. 3x multiplied by 4x gives us 12x squared. Minus 2 times x squared is minus 2x squared, and minus 2 multiplied by 4x is minus 8x. Now we have a minus 1 in front of the cubed bracket, and that can be written as x minus 1 multiplied by itself and then multiplied by itself again. So moving on to the next line, we can simplify the terms that we have from the first two brackets. So we have a 3x cubed on its own, the plus 12x squared and the minus 2x squared become a plus 10x squared. We have a minus 8x, and now we have a minus 1. That minus 1 is multiplying the brackets. So we need to have a bracket here, and we're now going to expand the first two of those three brackets. So x times x gives us x squared. X times minus 1 gives us minus 1x or minus x. Minus 1 times x is again minus x, and minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. And this is still multiplying that final bracket x minus 1. We now want to simplify the first of the two brackets at the end. So we have 3x cubed plus 10x squared minus 8x. We still have this minus 1 outside the bracket that we need to leave there for now. And inside that bracket, we can collect together the minus x and the minus x. So we have x squared minus x is minus 2x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 1. Continuing, we have 3x cubed plus 10x squared minus 8x minus 1 times, and we can now expand those two brackets. So we have x squared multiplied by x, which is x cubed, x squared multiplied by minus 1, which is minus x squared, minus 2x multiplied by x is minus 2x squared, minus 2x multiplied by minus 1 is positive 2x, and finally 1 times x is plus x, and 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. We can now simplify that bracket at the end before expanding. So we have 3x cubed plus 10x squared minus 8x minus 1 times the x cubed is on its own. We have a minus x squared minus a 2x squared, which is minus 3x squared. And we have a plus 2x and a plus x, which is plus 3x, and a minus 1 on its own at the end. And finally, we can now expand that final bracket by multiplying everything in the bracket by the minus 1 that's on the outside. So we have 3x cubed plus 10x squared minus 8x. Minus 1 times x cubed is minus x cubed. Minus 1 times minus 3x squared is plus 3x squared. Minus 1 multiplied by 3x is minus 3x. And minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 is plus 1. To finish off this problem, we can now just collect together all the like terms for the final time. So we have a 3x cubed minus an x cubed, so that's 2x cubed. We have 10x squared plus 3x squared, which is plus 13x squared. We have a minus 8x and a minus 3x, which give us minus 11x, and a plus 1 at the end on its own. So our final answer to problem 4 is 2x cubed plus 13x squared minus 11x plus 1.